My sister has always been kind of strange. She looks at me like I'm already gone, and every day without fail she follows me. We are only a year apart, but being around her always gives me this unexplainable chill. The night before my wedding, I finally decided to ask her what her deal was. Hey Claire, come here, I need to ask you something. Maybe I sounded too serious. Their mom looked over confused. What are you doing? Just want to talk to her. Mom, relax. It's not like I'm gonna hit her. He and his sister sat down at the stone table in the front yard. She had that same calm look on her face as always. Why do you always look at me like I'm dead? Hearing that, her expression barely changed, just a slight raise of her eyebrow. She said quietly, you are not dead. Her answer felt off. She didn't deny it, but she didn't exactly confirm it either. Then why do you always look at me like that? She was quiet for a long time. Then finally, a small smile appeared on her face, but it never quite reached her eyes. Because you are my brother. He thought she wasn't going to answer. Then she hits him with that. I know you have always found me annoying, but don't worry. Once you and my sister-in-law have a kid, I will leave you alone. What is actually going on in your head? Are you seriously already thinking about my who knows when hypothetical future child? I survived being your target my whole childhood. Now you are going after my kid. What are you thinking? Just thinking about what I need to think about. Mark, you are finally getting married. That is great. Claire, what is wrong with you? Can you just act normal? Say something I can understand. Stop being so cryptic. His tone wasn't great. All these years with his sister, he was constantly on edge. It was suffocating, but Claire didn't react to his frustration. Still calm, her voice steady. I am fine. Just those 3 words. She kept staring at him. He tried to hold back his anger. Never mind, I don't get you. With her like this, he was never getting an answer. At least tomorrow he was getting married. Then off to a beach honeymoon with his wife. A whole month, without having to see his weird sister. That thought alone lifted his mood. The wedding was over. He and his wife packed their bags, told his mom where they were going. She was totally on board. Then his strange sister said something that left all 3 of them speechless. Can you not go to the beach? And can I come with you? His wife instinctively grabbed his hand. He could feel it: shock, confusion, resistance. Claire, stop messing around. You are not a kid anymore. Don't you get it? Claire glanced at their mom, then looked at his wife, but her eyes changed when she looked at her. There was something pleading behind the smile. Is it okay with you? Claire, enough. He raised his voice at her. Normally when he got mad, she would back off, but this time her face stayed neutral. Instead he ended up startling his wife. Let me come with you. I know a way cooler spot. Can we skip the beach? But we already booked the hotel. They didn't want to change the plan. His wife was clearly uncomfortable, but didn't say no outright. To Claire asking to tag along, he expected her to keep pushing, but she just frowned slightly, then gave a strange little smile. Okay then, just be careful out there. The next day he and his wife left. Claire wasn't there to see them off. Their mom figured she was still asleep. She told them to just enjoy the trip, the whole way to the destination. He kept waiting for Claire to pop out of nowhere, but nothing happened. He was scared of water ever since he almost drowned as a kid. He still remembered right before blacking out, seeing a small figure swimming toward him, but he couldn't make out who it was. When he woke up, his mom told him some old man saved him. He kept telling himself the figure he saw was just his imagination, but he never really bought it. Deep down he always believed it was a kid who saved him, but no one would believe him if he said it. It had been so many years. The fear from that day still lingered, but over time, it wasn't as paralyzing as before. So when his wife suggested a beach honeymoon, he didn't say no. But how do you go to the beach and not get in the water? His wife finally worked up the nerve to go for a swim. He wasn't about to let her go alone. At first everything was fine, but before they knew it, they had drifted far from the crowd. His wife noticed it too. They screamed and swam as hard as they could, but no one noticed them, and the shore kept getting farther away. His wife was terrified. He was panicking too. Save your strength, I am here. Growing up, he had been through some weird stuff, but every time, he made it through. Right when he thought he could hold on, a wave pulled his wife under, and the life jacket that should not have come off was suddenly gone. Watching her disappear into the water, fear swallowed him. Part of it was from his childhood drowning, but most of it was watching someone he loved suffer and being completely useless. He finally grabbed her hand, took off his life jacket and put it on her. He could hear her crying, but he couldn't move. His body felt like lead, sinking, can't breathe. That suffocating feeling he had known for over a decade. Was this it? Was he done? No one was coming to save him this time. Not like when he was a kid. Right when he was about to give up, he saw that familiar figure again. Older now, but he knew it was the same person, swimming toward him. This time he saw her face clearly. It was Claire, his sister. The blurry face in his memory, suddenly sharp and clear. It was her. Right before he blacked out, he felt her pushing him up. When he opened his eyes again, he was on the shore. His wife was crying her eyes out. Claire stood there emotionless. She looked at him, and that look snapped him fully awake. Thinking back over the years, every time something weird happened and he was in danger, Claire always showed up at the end. It was like she knew before it even happened, and pulled him out every time. The night before the trip, she had asked them to cancel. Did she know again? He snapped back to the present, and Claire was gone, nowhere in sight. He and his wife grabbed a cab back to the hotel. On the way, his wife was still choked up. She had no idea why Claire was there. But if it wasn't for her, they wouldn't have made it. Was it really Claire who saved them? He already knew the answer, but he needed to hear it. He didn't want it to be like before, when it was rewritten as some stranger. It was her. She said, when I saw you go under I thought it was over. But then, Claire came up holding you. She pulled us both back. Back at the hotel, Claire was standing by the door across from theirs, just watching them. His wife ran over and grabbed her hand. Why did you leave? We looked everywhere. I thought you left. He figured she took off because she didn't want to get grilled about following them. Didn't expect her to be waiting at the hotel. I am staying here. Got tired so I came back. You are staying here. He and his wife said it at the same time. Under their stunned gaze, Claire calmly nodded and opened the door behind her. Paid for it myself, not stalking you. How long have you been here? Checked in yesterday. Neither of them bought it. He told his wife to wait in their room and stepped into Claire's. Claire, be straight with me. About what? When I almost drowned as a kid, it was you. No, it wasn't. He thought she would at least pause, but she answered immediately. Yes, it was. I remember. Why won't you admit it? Every time something bad happens, you show up. Why? Do you know before it happens? He pushed, but Claire didn't seem fazed at all. If you knew something was going to happen, why not just say it? Is there a reason you can't? If only I knew ahead of time. You think I am psychic. You are lying. Believe what you want. Anyway, don't tell mom about this. She will just worry. Now go back to your room. I need to rest. And just like that, all his questions never got answered. A year later, Claire graduated college. She was 21. Unlike most new grads, she didn't look for a job, just stayed home. He and his wife both worked nearby, so they saw her every day. Whenever he was home, Claire was always there. No idea if she stayed in when he was at work. One day he drove to the office like usual. Then his assistant called, something about an off-site project. He had to change direction and meet up with him. When he got there, his assistant was stuck in traffic. He lit a cigarette and waited in the car. That is when he saw someone in a mask and hat step out of a cab parked just behind him.